Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. I am back again with the final three Jeep by Marathon, Marathon by Jeep collab models. I showed you the GSAR collab a couple weeks ago. I got the other three in an Officer's Quartz, an Officer's Mechanical, and a TSAR, which is a GSAR, that's Quartz. Show them all to you today, and we'll complete this whole series. Really quick, in the last video, a lot of people were commenting that, Jeep makes watches, this and that. Make no mistake about it, this is a Marathon with some Jeep branding on it. It comes out of Marathon's factory in Switzerland. No other difference in production, quality, control, anything like that. It comes from Switzerland, goes to Canada, comes to Canada, crosses the border, comes into the store. It is a marathon. You need to think of it as a marathon. And as I said in the last video, it's a great move. There's a lot more Jeep owners than there are marathon owners. So it's a way to get more people into the fold, and that's awesome. For my own wrist check today, I am wearing my 41mm GSAR anthracite on the anthracite bracelet. And on my other wrist, a bit of a commercial. This is back in stock, the Islander Northport ISL 195 with the blue to white dial, or white to blue. I've chosen to pair it on a sky blue FKM rubber strap that we also sell. Just works really well. Let's see the marathons. Okay, so this video should serve as your one-stop shop for all the Marathon Jeep collaboration models. So I already covered the GSAR, the WW194006SS. It is the same as the regular GSAR, just with the Jeep Easter eggs, additions to it, whatever you want to call it. I'll throw a link up to that video so you can watch it. But just for completeness sake, here is that watch. So I want to show you the three watches that came in after that video was published. We have the TSAR, the Tactical Search and Rescue, which is very similar to the GSAR, but as you can see, it is a ticking quartz. We have an Officer's Mechanical. I haven't wound it yet. We will check it out in a minute. And then I have an Officer's Quartz. So we'll shelve these two for now, and we'll cover the TSAR fairly quickly because a lot of the specs are the same as the GSAR, except for the movement, right? So it is a 41mm watch. It is 14 thick to a flat sapphire crystal. There is no AR. It is 48.2 on the lug tip to lug tip. As you can see, as on the GSAR, the Jeep grille and headlights it's staring at us. Is it smiling? I'm not sure, but it's definitely staring at us. It is a solid screw down case back, and you have more of the Jeep branding, water resistance, etc. So this is a 3-jewel quartz movement. It's a Swiss movement. It is an ETA F06421 high torque movement. Why a high torque movement? There I go again with that Jeep trademark. I tried to wipe it in the first video too. It's a little registered R. Anyway, because the hands are heavier than traditional hands, they are loaded with these tritium tubes, so they have to use, or they actually choose to use a high torque movement. Do they have to? No. For longevity, yes. If you want it to last many, many, many years, the wear and tear on a normal quartz movement probably would not be able to sustain the weight of the hands. It comes on the green FKM rubber strap, branded buckle, and Marathon does include a longer tail. Actually, this isn't the tail, right? This is the tail. They include a longer version of this in the package in case you have super large wrists. Water resistance is 300 meters. We do have a screw down crown. Weight's 115 grams. Unscrew the crown, pull it out 2 clicks, and I can change the time. 1 click, I can change the date. That's located between the 4 and the 5. Beautiful knurling on the crown, easy to screw down. Bezel, 120 click. Unidirectional ratcheting, and I will get it back to 0. For your Marathon Easter eggs, we have a little a tachometer, red line kind of thing going here from 12 to 3. Of course, as I mentioned, we have the grille, we have the markings on the back, and we have the Willys star on the crown. Let's see. It is, of course, Swiss made, so even though it is a collaboration with Jeep, Marathon is still manufacturing the watch. Jeep really doesn't have much to do with the manufacturer of the watch other than putting their name on it. Street price right now on these, $1,080. Let's see, I think that's about it. It's a really nice looking watch, a good alternative to the G-SAR. Like I said, they're pretty much the same watch. You know, if you want something with a little more accuracy, then quartz is the way to go. If you want a bracelet, the Marathon bracelets will fit. And of course, I need to throw in my own commercial for the bracelet that we make for the Marathon G-SAR and T-SAR as well. Since we did quartz, let's stick with quartz. So this is the so this is the Officer's Quartz watch. Let me get my info out. So it is a 41 millimeter watch. Generally, their officers' watches are far smaller. It's a beautiful case. You know, not very asymmetric, I would say, like the Navigator cases. It's a little more symmetric. Really nice looking, beautiful Parkerized stainless steel case, which is a finishing process. It's not brushed. I'm giving you from a qualitative standpoint. It's not brushed. It's more of a blasted appearance, as you can see. But look, there's like no luster to it at all. It's amazing. Really nice. Very nicely done. It's a 41 millimeter case. It's 11.5 thick to a flat sapphire. Again, no AR. We're 48 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip, a solid screw down. Excuse me. A battery hatch. You do not need to remove, I'm just so used to saying it, you do not need to remove the case back to get to the battery. It is a convenient battery hatch. Look at that, there's even a Jeep on the battery hatch. Isn't that cute? Same ETA F06 421 high torque movement. You put a butter knife, a nickel, anything in there, you turn it, and you replace the battery. Super duper easy. On the T-SAR, you don't have that option because it's a 300 meter water resistance watch. Let's see. So it's a push-pull crown, just like the other one was. Just like the other one wasn't, excuse me. Push-pull because the water resistance on this is going to be 50 meters. The weight on the strap is 86 grams. And the strap itself, I should mention, right? It's a 20 millimeter strap. 20 millimeter lug width. And again, it's this beautiful leather strap. Gorgeous, very soft. And they do, of course, include an extra longer portion of this in case you have large wrists. I'm not sure if I mentioned the price. Its street price is $450, list is $500, street price is $450. And we'll check out the lumen stuff in a minute, but this lacks tritium. Both of these officers' watches do not have tritium. So let's get into a super nice one. This is really cool. This is running on an ETA hand winding, excuse me. This is running on a Solita hand wound mechanical SW210-1. Beautiful, beautiful winding. Very smooth, not hard, not a lot of kickback on the spring. Extremely, extremely nice. It is, as you can see on the dial, an 18 joule hand-wound mechanical movement. A lot of the information about the watch is the same. It does hack, clearly. It does hand wind, obviously. It does not auto wind, so you will have to wind it approximately every 2 days with a power reserve of roughly 40 hours. Sapphire crystal on the front. It's going to be the same 41 by 11.5 by 48. Again, with that Parkerized stainless steel, beautiful case. Now we have our solid screw down case back, water resistant to 5 atmospheres, 82 grams on the leather strap. Price on this one, street price $585. I believe MSRP is $650. So $585 is the street price on this guy. Let's see. So I think I covered just about everything I wanted to do. Why don't we do a loom and I'll do a wrist. So there is, it doesn't matter, the officer's watches, the quartz or the mechanical, both glow the same. They look fantastic. Again, no tritium. Love how the logo is loomed for Jeep. Looks really cool. Let's check out the T-SAR. So here is the T-SAR. The T-SAR is usually a combination of tritium and passive illumination, so the numbers and the logo are done in passive, and then the tritium has the hands and the markers. I'm going to hit it with UV just so you can see. I'll dial down the exposure a bit here, so you can see the tritium come to life on the hands and on the markers. I'm going to turn it off, and then so that's what you're getting with tritium. You can see the difference. But the beauty of tritium is that when your eyes become adjusted at night, the watch will keep up with your eyes. Tritium does not dim as time goes on. In the long haul, yeah, 12, 15 years, half-life of 12 years because it is radioactive. Gone through that plenty of times. But you know, it's funny that I had a marathon on my nightstand for the last few days, and yeah, get up in the middle of the night, that thing is glowing like a torch next to anything else that is out there. So the T-STAR is going to fit me the same way the G-STAR did. There I am on the strap. Remember this, they give you an extra strap piece that's longer in case you have large wrists. This, for me, is fantastic with a 6.5 and 6 3/4 inch wrist that I'm here on a 41mm watch is beautiful. So there's not, here, look at that. There's like no overhang. It's really, you know, I don't know, it's a brilliant idea to include 2 lengths because, you know, you don't have to worry about it, you know, coming up and overhanging on top of the watch. Wonderful. This strap is so comfortable, so soft, so supple. Remember, they give you a longer piece if you have larger wrists, but man, that is gorgeous. Really, really nice looking watch. No nonsense. Love the Parkerized case. Brilliant job. And that's going to do it. This has been Mark from longislandwatch.com showing you the entire Jeep by Marathon lineup. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to share, put it down below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.